I never expected my wife to react the way she did when I told her my daughter was moving in. Lisa's face twisted with something between anger and panic. "She's not real family," she said coldly. I froze. "What do you mean?" "She's my daughter." Lisa turned away, gripping the edge of the kitchen counter like she was holding back something explosive. "I won't allow it, Mike. She can't live here." We had talked about this for months. Anna, my 16-year-old daughter from my first marriage, had nowhere else to go. Her mom was moving abroad, and this was supposed to be a fresh start. Lisa had always been supportive, until now. I couldn't understand. She had never shown resentment before. If anything, she encouraged me to rebuild my relationship with Anna. But this was different. It wasn't just hesitation. It was outright rejection. I tried to stay calm. "Lisa, this isn't up for debate. She's moving in." She turned to me, eyes burning. "There's more to this than you think." A chill ran through me. It wasn't just anger in her voice. It was fear. I thought back to my past. My marriage had fallen apart because of my mistakes. I had cheated on my first wife, but I had never stopped loving Anna. Lisa knew everything about my past, or at least I thought she did. So why was she acting like this? Lisa stormed off, slamming the bedroom door behind her. I was left standing in the kitchen, staring at the empty space where she had just been. Something was wrong, and I needed to find out what it was. That night, I couldn't sleep. Lisa's reaction kept replaying in my mind. She wasn't just upset, she was terrified. But why? I needed answers. I grabbed her phone while she was in the shower. My hands shook as I scrolled through old messages. And then I saw it. A name I never expected. David, Lisa's ex. I clicked on the thread. Messages stretched back years. Some were harmless, others not so much. My stomach twisted as I read the words. They weren't just talking. They had been involved. Even after we got married. I wanted to be angry, but something felt off. I kept scrolling. And then, buried deep in the messages, I found a single line that made my blood run cold. "He can never find out the truth about Anna." My breath hitched. Why would Lisa be talking about my daughter with David? I confronted her the moment she stepped out. "How long?" My voice was cold. Lisa didn't even pretend to be confused. "It's over, Mike. It's been over." That's not what I asked. I showed her the messages. Her face went pale. For the first time, she looked genuinely afraid. I stepped closer. "What truth about Anna?" Lisa opened her mouth, but no words came out. She looked at me like she was calculating something, deciding whether to speak. And then she whispered, "She's not who you think she is." A sick feeling settled in my stomach. I thought I had discovered the worst of it. The affair, the lies. But Lisa wasn't afraid of me finding out about David. She was afraid of me finding out about Anna. I needed answers. Real ones. I called my ex-wife. It had been years since we spoke, and she was hesitant at first. But when I mentioned Lisa's name, there was a long silence. Then she sighed. I knew this would come out one day. My grip on the phone tightened. "Come out? What are you talking about?" Another pause. Then in a shaky voice, she said, "Anna isn't yours, Mike." The world around me blurred. My ears rang. "What?" "I was going to tell you," she continued. "But then you cheated. And I thought, what difference did it make?" I felt like I was drowning. "Who's her father?" She didn't answer right away. But deep down, I already knew. Finally, she whispered, "David." A sharp, hollow laugh escaped me. "You're telling me my wife's ex is actually my daughter's father?" "I'm sorry, Mike," she said. "I thought keeping it from you was the right thing. You loved her, and I knew you'd be a better father than David ever could." My hands trembled. My entire life, my entire sense of family, shattered. But something still didn't make sense. Then why does Lisa care so much? Why doesn't she want Anna here? My ex hesitated. "Because Lisa knew the truth before you did." Everything clicked. Lisa wasn't just hiding an affair. She was protecting her own past. The tangled mess of our relationships was deeper than I ever imagined. I hung up, heart pounding. Lisa had lied. My ex had lied. And the worst part? Anna had no idea. Now, I had to decide whether to destroy her world or protect the only truth she had left. I sat in silence for hours, staring at the floor. The weight of the truth crushed me. Anna wasn't mine, but she had always been my daughter in every way that mattered. She had no idea about any of this. How could I be the one to tell her? But I couldn't keep lying to her. The next morning, I asked her to meet me at a cafe. She walked in, smiling, excited to finally move in with me. My chest tightened. "Anna," I said carefully, "there's something you need to know." Her face fell. "What's wrong?" I hesitated. There was no easy way to say it. "I'm not your biological father." Silence. A long, painful silence. Her hands clenched into fists. "What?" I told her everything. The affair, the lies, the truth about David. Tears welled in her eyes. "So you're not my dad?" Her voice cracked. I reached for her hand. "I don't care what biology says. You're my daughter. You always will be." She looked away, struggling to process it. "Does Lisa know?" "Yes," I admitted. "She's known all along." Anna exhaled sharply, her sadness shifting to anger. So she was trying to keep me away because of her own guilt? I nodded. She wiped her tears. "I don't want anything to do with her." That night, Lisa packed her bags. She didn't fight. She didn't cry. She just left. I knew she was going back to David. As for me and Anna, we started over. No more lies. No more secrets. And in the end, I realized family isn't about blood. It's about who chooses to stay.